I'm Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the game Dead Cells, which is based on a video game, and similar to last year's Slay the Spire, I think this is a fairly faithful adaptation of a video game that I haven't played, but I've heard what the game is, and this game really does feel like a rogue-lite video game. Light is different than like in this case. Light means that you are as you play and as you die, because you're not going to survive every run in this game, you are leveling up. So you are carrying over things from run to run. Unlike rogue-like, where you start over from scratch every time you play. And you can kind of see here, this might feel a little bit like Slay the Spire or a video game, where you have these different paths to choose as you go through this part of a run. But the main part that I want to focus on today, and I like that. I like how you choose these paths. I like that you're leveling up and that you're learning as you go. It has this time loop feel to it, where you're constantly learning from your mistakes and then getting to try them again and doing them better. I don't always love games with combat, but I wanted to highlight the combat mechanism in this game because it is pretty streamlined and smooth. I really like the way that it's implemented. This is an example of the combat on the screen here. You have this disgusting worm and this shield bearer. And what these cards are saying is that after all players have gone in 3 different phases of a round, then these enemies will activate their round 1 combat ability. So basically the disgusting worm will do nothing. The shield bearer will block a damage. And then again, all players go. All players do their round 2 thing, and then these enemies do their round 2 thing in order. So there's spatial elements of these enemies matter, and also there's an enemy over here that I'm not talking about. It's off the screen. The scorpion is there as well. And then kind of step 3, phase 3 of the combat. So the decision for combat, each player is playing 1 card from their hand, and that card hopefully will have some icons on phases 1, 2, or 3, maybe even 1, 2, and 3. And that is your contribution to combat. Once you've played that card, though, combat almost happens automatically. There are maybe a few choices that happen, but for the most part, the choice is what card that you play. And after that, it's just kind of boom, boom, boom. You go through the steps really quickly. And I really appreciate that. I think sometimes games get bogged down in the combat mechanisms. And some players, I think, really enjoy that. I don't. I like quick and easy combat mechanisms. And this game's the auto battler feel to the combat mechanisms is something that I really enjoy. That the choice happens before combat, and then you just go through the motions of going through combat and seeing what happens as you hit these stages, 1, 2, 3, and hopefully you also get to take out the enemy at the end and get a special bonus as a result. But I really like that. I really like that automated feel to combat after a decision that players actually made, and I wanted to highlight it in Dead Cells. If you played this game and you have any thoughts on your favorite mechanism, there's a lot of other mechanisms that I didn't talk about here. So if you do have a different favorite mechanism, let me know in the comments below. Thanks to Mike for showing me this game, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.